Henry's Coffee Shop Talk is going to be about hateful people on the internet. It's amazing how many people will share their darkest secrets and their opinions on social media and think there's no repercussion for that. You just go troll on TikTok, or not so much on YouTube, not so much on Facebook anymore, but a lot of hate I just saw on TikTok. I go on there recently because I just started putting videos on there, i.e. this one will go on there. And some of the hatred on there, the hatred that's going on, especially because it's the season. I'm not going to get into that politics. I'm going to leave that turd alone. But it's amazing the hatred that is out there and how they'll bash and say shit to people. They don't even know them, right? If they were in front of me, because they don't know me, but if they were in front of me and saw how my 5'5", 230 pounds of beef, and I'm not a fat guy, it's not about weight, I'm just very, very muscular, they would be amazed at my size and what I could do to them. They wouldn't say what they'd say, trust me. I know, because I work around a lot of great people. They know I'm a little Hercules. They don't give me no shit. But the people on the internet, it's amazing behind a computer screen how much of a troll they are and how much they're willing and how far they'll go to say something bad. Like the other day, I was on the road. We were on 95 traveling in the middle lane. A guy pulling a boat doing frickin' 80 plus in a 70 mile an hour zone. We're in the middle lane. He passes us on the normal left lane and then swerves in front of us, literally 3 feet in front of us. The video really don't capture it. It doesn't give you a depth perception. But he comes over in front of us. He's crossing the lane before he blinkers. Crosses his lane in front of us. Now remember, we're traveling up over 70 with him. He's flying by us, pulling a boat, not a little boat, a big boat. And crosses over, goes in the right lane, crosses over people in the middle lane, zigzagging back and forth, pulling a boat at 80 plus miles an hour. Had to be doing 80, at least 85 to pass us, because you can count. You know, you do 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You can tell that he's probably 10 more miles an hour above what you're going, right? And he's just flying down the road. And the issue is switching lanes and towing. Plus, his load was unstable. It was actually, the wind was catching it, and you could see it moving back and forth. So I post this, right? It's just a perception because we're driving. The amount of negativity in the comments from people and the nastiness is just overwhelming. It's very overwhelming. It's very disturbing that the rudeness and people willing to say what they want to say to somebody else they don't even know. There's just freaking amazing. Mind-boggling, to be honest with you. So mind-boggling that it just kept going out of control and got worse and worse. And if that's that much hate out there, I can imagine what these people bring to work. If they even work. I don't know. I'll probably get bashed for even saying that. Then I'm going online and I'm just reading other comments and advertisement because of what this year's all about. And those people are just as bad. The stuff they're posting and saying. And I'm thinking, you're putting your face and your negativity and your nastiness on the internet. And then when people comment and say, hey, and they try to change your attitude and try to streamline you and clean you out and not be that nasty, right? Because it's not what I was taught. I wasn't taught to be nasty to people. So I just used words like sad, don't be a turd, stop bashing people, stop treating them like that. So I try to correct it. Then I get bashed, and then I get stalked, and then I get harassed. It's amazing how far somebody's willing to do. But these same people, this is what I like about these people. These same people, because the way I talk here is the way I'm at work too. I'm very open, I'm very straightforward, and I'm very bold at what I do. These same people, the funny part of it is, won't act like that at work. They're like totally 180 out, right? They're cowards. They'll hide behind the screen of social media in their comments, but then when they're in front of you, their whole attitude and their demeanor is totally different. Two people, okay? That's like some people I know that come to work and are very, very angry, but yet out in town they're a social bug, and like they're the best person in the world. They come to work and you don't want to be around them. You don't even want to talk to them. You can't even stand their demeanor because they're just so nasty and angry, and they're isolated at work too. They isolate themselves. They're condescending, the way they talk, the way they act, and they isolate themselves. I've seen it. I've been through the military for doing what I've been doing 43 plus years. So I've seen hundreds and hundreds of difference of people. I've seen the different attitudes and mental mindset and their thinking pattern. But it's amazing when they get behind a computer screen or their phone, which is also a computer, by the way. Their whole demeanor changes and they just talk what they want to talk and be nasty who they want to be nasty on the internet. You put them in front of a public quorum back at work or around other people, their whole way they act and talk changes, right? It keeps them under control. It's like they got to have the internet to be released to Kraken and talk shit to people. But yet these are the same people that are cowards when they're in front of you. They don't know how to lead. They don't work worth a shit. Most of them, and I'm not trying to stereotype them. It's facts. I've seen it. And they're non-productive. They're just useless. And then they'll go on the internet and they take all this negative energy and they just puke on everybody, right? It's sad. So for you pukers that want to do that and think you're okay by hiding behind a computer and bashing those people because they're thinking about everybody else and not just themselves. They think about every American. They think about every human on the planet. I'm very much in the middle of the road. I work off of facts. I like to dig into facts. I look at what rules and laws are made by our government affects everybody, not just one individual. I'm not selfish. I don't need rules and laws to take care of Henry. I want rules and laws to take care of Henry and people around him. Because I don't want people around me to be poor and have to steal from me and have to envy me. I want them to have what I have, but they also got to work for it too. But these bashers and haters that are online, they don't help. They actually help divide a country with their hatredism and their speech and their mindset. In social media, it has a lot of good things you can use to help others. There's a lot of people that need help. They need guidance. They need to see things. They want to be better, but they can't be better and want and do things when this kind of negativity is polluting the airways, which is pretty sad. It's very sad, to be honest with you. I didn't grow up in this society. I didn't grow up in this nature of hate and bashing and want to take from another person or demoralize. So it's hard for me to adjust to this and understand it, but it's rampant on the internet. It's terrible. I wish our government would have some control over speech and some control over I know it's hard because you don't want to take it away, but there's nothing to control people from their hatred, and they'll actually spread it to another person, and they'll actually use people to do things by proxy that people wouldn't probably normally do. It's just outright sad. I feel sad for those that are out there that do hate, spread hate speech, hate for others, try to convince others to hate another person. It's really saddening. It's just very sad. And I wish them the best. I hope God looks upon them and doesn't give them bad karma for trying to spread stuff that's bad or wrong or false or fake. Just terrible. Social media can be used in such a good way to influence others and help others, which I try to do. But those that are doing that and not helping others and spreading hate, shame on you. It's sad that you have to use the social media platform to spread your mindset because you're unhappy or your life didn't go well or your childhood was bad. Mine was filled with a lot of bad stuff, and I don't try to go online and spread bad stuff to other people. I try to help and stop it. I get too emotionally wrapped into it. It makes my wife angry that I care that much. It's just frustrating to see another American bash on another American. I saw it in school with the teachers, and then I saw it with other students that follow the teachers, and then would bully the other kids that weren't, equal or educated or had money or were poor, and I lived that. So it's hard for me to understand it when I see adults doing it to adults. Or one adult thinks that he knows more than another adult and that his voting right or his decision who he's voting for is better than the other guy, or vice versa. Not going to go down that rabbit hole because there's too many people that are so emotionally wrapped around who they want to pick that they're willing to infringe on people's rights, and that's why I'm talking about this. You don't have that right to infringe on my right. You don't have that right to post stuff on social media and be so pronounced what you want to do and call everybody names and downgrade everybody else because you think you're something special. It's just amazing. You really need to get your head out of your ass and work for a common goal for everybody and not just yourself. And get your personal hate off the internet. Get it off the social platform. You need to sit back and look at facts and understand what's going on. And before you go and speak about something you have no clue about what you're talking about. And using nothing but pure emotion to push your agenda. It's pretty sad. And there's a lot of people doing it. I'm seeing more and more and more people talking about their personal feelings about somebody and nothing's factual. You know, it's sad we've gone from a country of you did something in your past and actually help improve somebody else that was facts, and then all they're going by is hearsay and emotions and trying to destroy that you were actually a good person and you had facts to prove that you were a good person, awards or whatever, but they want to just tear your character apart for something else. It's just pathetic that we have this going on. I wish people would do better with each other and work with each other and help each other instead of trying to bash or destroy or take apart what they have. That's all I got to say. I want everybody to have a good day. That's Henry's Coffee Shop Talk. Is stop the hate, love one another, peace on earth, and you people that are posting hateful things online, you need to just take it down. You need to look at your life and step back and see what you can do to make it better and stop influencing others down the hateful path. That's all I got to say. Have a great day.